mark that he's starting to slip down. He was a winner of the Juicing a couple of years ago, and it's good form.
Stewart's House and Jamet set off to dispute the lead, with the Sawyer right up in the centre in compliance towards the inside. Finger on the pulse is next, with Sky's the Limit towards the outer. So they make their way across now towards the entrance to the straight, and Jamet on the inside just picks it up from in second place the Sawyer. Then towards their outside is Polmar. Stewart's House close towards the inside, tracked by Fantoche, Finger on the Pulse. Then comes Harry Molly, and these are being followed by In Compliance. Jumping now, fence number 2, Jamet is over in front, followed by the Sawyer on the near side, Stewart's House on the inner. Then comes Polmar, being followed by Sky's the Limit, and then Fantoche, Finger on the Pulse towards the inside. Up they come now in front of the stand, circuit of the track ahead of them, and the Sawyer and Harry Skelton join Jamet, Paul Carberry with Polmar, David Casey third. Fourth is Stewart's House, and 5 is Sky's the Limit. 6 Fantoche and Finger on the Pulse, 7 on the inside. In Compliance is followed by Harry Molly, and then comes Doors with the Boss's Nephew, followed by J.O., Callolake and Conham. Sizing America is next, and the back marker is 4 Chimneys. Heading on now to the fence away from the stands, and as they rise to it, it is the Sawyer on the outside of Jamet, and In Compliance is parted company with his rider there. They turn now and race towards the next. Roger Loughran on his feet, but it's the Sawyer now, just the leader from Jamet. In third place is Polmar, 4 is Stewart's House, and then comes Sky's the Limit. Just after them, Fantoche between horses. Harry Molly, a good jump on the outside. Finger on the Pulse, the Boss's Nephew, Doors and J.O. Sizing America, Conham, Callolake, and the back marker is 4 Chimneys. Down the hill they go on the far side, beginning the run now to the 2 fences on the descent, and still the Sawyer up for the lead. Jamet is next with Polmar, Stewart's House the near side, then Sky's the Limit and Fantoche. The Boss's Nephew, Harry Molly, and Finger on the Pulse. 4 Chimneys has been pulled up at the rear. So jumping this fence, the Sawyer made a mistake, and also a slight mistake by Polmar, and lost one at the back. It was J.O. who fell. So they race on now towards the next on the far side, and it's Jamet who touches down just in the lead as they turn on the far side. Polmar is close up. Paul Townend's on his feet, racing now to the 3 in a line down the back, and Jamet has regained the lead now, followed in second place by Polmar. The Sawyer is third, and then on the outside is Sky's the Limit. Stewart's House still prominent towards the inside, being closely followed by Fantoche, Harry Molly, and then the Boss's Nephew with Finger on the Pulse, tightly grouped over that fence, and racing on now towards the next. It's Jamet who's just the leader, being almost joined by Polmar, with in between horses the Sawyer. Stewart's House is next over that fence. Jamet is just the leader. Polmar on the outside. Stewart's House, the Sawyer. Fantoche and Harry Molly, the Boss's Nephew. Sky's the Limit, and Doors and Finger on the Pulse as they jump this one and begin now to make the run across towards the final 4. And it's the Sawyer back up for the lead ahead of Jamet and Polmar towards the inside Stewart's House as they turn and race past the 5 mark and begin the run to 4 from home. And it's the Sawyer, Harry Skelton in the lead from Polmar, David Casey. Jamet is racing third, the Boss's Nephew. Fantoche, Harry Molly on the outside making headway, and just behind them on the inside is Stewart's House. Finger on the Pulse not far behind. Sky's the Limit tries to get into contention. Doors is just in behind them. 4 from the finish now, and it's the Sawyer and Polmar disputing the lead from the Boss's Nephew, who's just in behind. They're followed by Stewart's House, Finger on the Pulse, Harry Molly right in contention. Sizing America on the outside. Doors and Fantoche next, and rising to this one, Polmar is the leader, heading now for the home turn. Polmar leads a couple of lengths to Harry Molly, who's moved second now. In third is the Sawyer, Sizing America, making good ground round the outside of the Boss's Nephew. Stewart's House is 6 and Fantoche 7, and then Doors and Conham, they're homeward bound with 2 left to jump, and Polmar is the leader with Harry Molly in the centre. On the near side, Sizing America, the Boss's Nephew. Stewart's House, Polmar, joined now by Harry Molly, putting in a run on the near side. Sizing America's in third, then the boss's nephew with one to jump. Polmar on the far side, David Casey, Harry Molly on the near side, Shea Barry, and over it now it's Polmar who is the leader as they race up towards the finish. It's Polmar from Harry Molly, Sizing America, the boss's nephew, and Fontash, and it's going to be another one for Willie Mullins. Polmar this time with David Casey, Harry Molly, Sizing America, the boss's nephew, and Fantosh.
Willie Mullins, the man with the Midas touch and the Emerald Isle so far this week at Punchestown. He keeps racking up the winners. Take a short time out, and we'll bring you the SPs of the 640 right after this.
Everyone's got an opinion. What's yours worth?
Sexual frustration is really hard.
If I don't get home before 8, she puts on the sweatpants, and I get nothing.
Hi.
Huh?
Joel, let me introduce you to the new temps. This is Cindy.
Hey.
Damn! She work here?
Yes, the temp.
She's a tramp?
Temp.
Extract. CompareTheMeerkat.com. CompareTheMarket.com. If you still not know difference, here is where I'm coming from, part the two. Long ago, my great-granddaddy Vitaly was captain in the Russian Meerkat Home Guard. Sir, Mongoose army in the valley. Mongoose. Meerkats, stiff your haunches. Do not let them smell your fear. Battle lasts through the night until... Quiet down! It's just a fur wound. The mongoose horde ran away, and Vitaly was aboard the Purple Claw. Put me down! He did not go through all that to give you cheap deal on your...